Hey guys.
Alright guys, the reason we're here today to check out this song from D.R.I, Dirty Rotten Imbeciles is the name of the band, that's why it's D.R.I, it's like a short form. Alright, the name of the song is Acid Rain. There's two reasons why we're here today to check out this on Throwback Thursday. First reason is, this is the song that introduced me to the band. I was watching...
That's kind of
one of the points of Throwback Thursdays, but I was watching what show?
I'm gonna guess Headbangers Ball.
I was watching Headbangers Ball, and this song, Acid Rain from D.R.I, came on, right? And I had never heard of this band before up until that time. And I was so taken back by two things on this song. The guitar riff, I want you to pay attention to two things, because those were the two things three things impressed me about this song. Okay, if you continue talking, I'm gonna add things to it. Three things impressed me about this song. Number one, the guitar riff has that dirty riff that I love so much. The guitar riff, check it out. Second thing, the dude's vocals. I really like his voice and the way he comes across on this track. Third, the lyrics. The lyrics is about acid rain, about pollution, and how us humans are destroying the planet. So I really connected with that. So to me, the lyrics, the riff, the vocals, those were the things that really made me love this band, and this is the song that I discovered the band with. Now, that's one of the reasons why we're doing the video. I think
I know one of the other reasons.
Okay, the second reason you probably know, when we went to see Anvil, there was a dude that was a Polish dude that was absolutely well, I'm not surprised that he was Polish. Right. He was absolutely hammered. I mean,
this is hammered. First time I've seen at a concert where people are drinking beer out of the pitchers.
Exactly. He was absolutely hammered, right? And what he had on, a Dirty Rotten Imbeciles t-shirt, right? And the guy was in the mosh pit like it was a UFC fight. You know what I mean? Like he was going absolutely mental in the mosh.
One of those videos from Loudwire.
Yeah, where mosh pit's gone wrong. That's exactly how it looked like. But anyways, the guy was going absolutely mental. He had a D.R.I t-shirt on. We talked a little bit to him about, I was talking to him about D.R.I and stuff like that. Huge fan. He's a huge fan of the band. So that reminded me we haven't checked out this band on the channel. So we were talking about it. You had no clue what we were talking about. The guy was wearing the shirt.
I just thought he was really hyped.
You thought he was a dirty, rotten imbecile?
No.
All right. I thought for a minute that's what you were going to say. All right, so the fact that we met him there and he had the shirt and we talked about it and you were completely oblivious to the conversation, the fact that this is the song that allowed me to discover this band, I think these are reasons enough for us to check out this video. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Pay attention to the lyrics, pay attention to the riff, and the dude's vocals. Now, come to think of it, you were right. There were 4 things. The bass. I forgot to mention the bass.
You did.
All right.
The bass was absolutely killer in the song.
The bass is killer, isn't it? The bass is killer. But now, about the things that I mentioned. Let's start with the guitar riff. What did you think of that riff?
The guitar riff was good, but I like the bass more.
The bass really comes across in this song.
The bass really does.
Yeah, the bass really comes across. I kind of forgot how much you get out of the bass in this track because the bass is really pungent. It really comes across like really heavy. It gives the song a certain heaviness.
The vocals are very angry.
Yeah, but this is an angry topic.
Yeah, it is. So it's very, it's what is the word? The vocals are very they match the topic of the song.
They're very intensive.
Yes.
Is that a good word?
Yeah.
Yeah, they match the topic of the song and they match the whole nature of the lyrics of the song. That was the music was what attracted me to the song first. The lyrics is what came second. Because when I realized that he's talking about acid rain, because I didn't know when I heard the song, I didn't know what acid rain was. So I went and I checked out what acid rain was and stuff. So the more I realized how important the lyrics were, and you think about it, this song is from the early 90s, and he's talking about this kind of stuff back then. This stuff is still true now.
Yeah.
We as humans, we're still destroying our own planet, right? So
worse than back then.
Yeah, back then, the popular... right now, everybody's talking about... what's that thing that everybody's talking about now? The... climate change and all of this, what is it, that thing? Climate change.
Global warming?
Global warming, yeah, global warming. At that time, people were not talking about that. At that time, people were talking about the ozone layer. That, he even says that in the song where the aerosol sprays destroying the ozone layer. Because at that time, people were talking about that if you use spray, there's something in the material that causes the spray, like when you press the spray thing, that makes a hole in the ozone layer. And the ozone layer is what protects Earth from the sun. So it filters. Basically, imagine like it's like a filter
for the sun.
For the sun, so that the sun, when it hits the Earth, it doesn't come as hot, and it protects against some ultraviolet rays, right? So it stops us from getting like skin cancer and things of that nature, or burning everything that there is on Earth. So the ozone layer protects Earth of that. And using those sprays was causing holes in the ozone layer. So at that time, in the early 90s, a lot of people were talking about the ozone layer, that like there was a hole, I think it was over Antarctica or something like that, and the melting of the polar ice caps. It was really in the forefront. People were really talking a lot about that kind of stuff. So that stuff...
But now people think that...
Now they're talking more about global warming.
And that's the reason why the polar ice caps are melting.
Yeah, well, I guess they're always changing stuff around. But anyways, that's what people were talking about at that time. And they incorporated that into the lyrics. In the lyrics, he talks about people using aerosol sprays that's making holes in the ozone layer, and
there was like flashing,
things from the periodic table. Yeah, they were flashing. So I really connected with the lyrics of the song. But what attracted me to the song before the lyrics was the music. I love that riff. It's just it's dirty. Almost reminds me a little bit of how not the melody, but how the Symphony of Destruction riff from Megadeth sounds like. It has that dirtiness to it, that heaviness, dirtiness to it. So I really like that, and I forgot about the bass.
Yeah, the bass was actually one of my favorite parts.
I forgot about the bass. Well, I did remember that one of my least favorite parts of this video was the lead singer having this shirt unbuttoned. Yeah. That I remembered, but I didn't want to mention it. I'm mentioning it now.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell, dude? Hairy chest, shirt unbuttoned. Aren't you afraid of the acid rain?
Yeah.
I know you're indoors, but still, there could be a hole in the ceiling, and you get
the acid rain could burn a hole in the ceiling.
By the way, acid rain is actually not acid. It's just a name that it has, but it's not. It's not like there's drops of acid falling, and if it hits your skin, it makes a hole. Google acid rain, and you'll find out exactly what it's all about. All right, guys, this is it for this Throwback Thursday. Now you know who D.R.I are.
Yeah.
So if we go to another show, and that Polish guy shows up with a shirt 3 sizes too small, because I don't know if you noticed.
I'll make sure to, 1, tell him now I know what D.R.I is, and 2, not get in the pit, because I know he's going to punch
Yeah, but did you notice he was wearing a shirt 3 times smaller?
Oh, yeah.
Because every time he would move one of his arms, he would become a tank top. Yeah. I noticed that. I think he bought that shirt in the early 90s when he was like, 17, 18. And that's the only shirt he has. So now that he's like 45, he's still rocking the same shirt from the early 90s. Not realizing that his body has outgrown said shirt. All right. Enough of that shenanigans.
That's commitment to a shirt.
The shirt looked really worn down. I don't know if you noticed, but like the shirt looked like had at least a good 30 years on it. Maybe 20. but it had a big number on it. Let's put it that way. It looked worn. It looked like I almost felt like maybe perhaps I should give him some money for him to go buy a new D.R.I t-shirt.
That's how my Black Line Records shirt's gonna look about in
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, he looked like he's worn that shirt like so many times. Like then the neck was super loose.
Yeah,
not even had a grip anymore. It was not even a neck anymore.
It went from a V-neck to an O-neck.
Yeah, like it was just. Anyways, enough of our fashion concerns over this Polish dude and his D.R.I t-shirt. All right, guys, this is it for this Throwback Thursday. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.